Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Marnay. I decided to take this afternoon and go ahead and switch out the doors in my upstairs level, my upper level. As you can see, Creed knows how to smack on the doors and open the doors. Maxwell knows how to as well. He just doesn't do it as often. So I swung by Lowe's to pick up this 6-pack of doorknobs. Number one, of course, to keep the dogs out of the rooms when we don't want them in there. And number two, to change it out for a different color because the gold just looked dated, like just from the 90s. They weren't aesthetically pleasing. So I figured I would go with something very neutral that would match anything, you know, if we change out paint colors and etc. So if you've never done this before, it's super easy. Watch this video. I'm going to go ahead and switch out every single doorknob on this second level and you'll see how easy it is. So stay tuned and let's get started. So what you're gonna need is a screwdriver. I recommend like the Phillips screwdriver, you know, the one for the crisscross head nails or screws. And I would also recommend a flathead screwdriver as well, just in case you need something to like pry the doorknob or any type of, you know, flanges and things out from the door. And I like to use my drill. I found that the drill only worked best when I was putting like the little flange thing, I don't think it's called a flange, but like the little flange thing on the actual door, the flat part on the door, and also for taking the doorknob off of the door. A drill doesn't work well when you're attaching a new doorknob because of the angles, so you need a really nice long screwdriver for that. So as you can see, as I was displaying there, everything comes in the box. There's literally nothing that you would need as far as parts are concerned. Again, you only need your screwdrivers, but all of the screws, all of the pieces, you don't need to use them from your existing doorknob. It comes with every single thing you need. And again, I picked this up from Lowe's. You can pick it up from any store, Home Depot, any of those hardware stores. Most of them have like a value pack. They're more expensive if you buy them individually, not wildly expensive, but a little more expensive if you buy them individually. But I went ahead and picked up the value pack because it was literally the exact number of knobs that I needed for this upper level, and it worked out perfectly. Like a close-up of what it looks like to insert the knob into the door. Also, the other doors, I did just fine. I put the knobs on, but it was a little bit of trial and error. This was the only one that I put it on exactly the right way the first time. So if you're looking for a step-by-step guide on how to put it, you might want to, once you're done watching this video, you might want to rewind it and go back to the very first door, which is this door, for the step-by-step guide. The others, it has some really, really great clips and some great angles, but if you want the slow step-by-step, this is going to be your portion of the video. You only need 2 sets of screws for the doorknob, and it goes in on the back side of the door. The screws are a little bit longer than they appear to be, so it takes some time. Again, all you need is a screwdriver. If that's the only tool that you have, then that's perfectly fine. If you don't have a drill, if you don't have a flathead Phillips, no biggie. Those are just extras. You don't need those. But again, all you need is a screwdriver, and there are instructions inside of the box. But if you're visual like me, just again, rewind this video and watch this portion step by step. So when you're putting this little guy on, as long as it aligns with the holes that were already there, you're good to go. You're gonna put the flat part on, right? On the back side, it has like a little lip that sticks out. The lip goes inside that little hole. So you just put that on. Like when you're taking things off, this is just like a little quick tip. When you're taking things off of the door, be aware of how they're coming off so you can put the new parts back exactly how the old parts were there. That's pretty much your guide. Like that's better than even having instructions, I think. Like when you take the doorknob off, when you take the inner parts off, when you take this little flat piece off, just be aware of how it came off and put it back on exactly how the old one was there, and you will be just fine. And of course, Maxwell and Cree, they always have to make their YouTube debut. So what would a visit be without my sweet boys?
I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your end destination. You're far away and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
This door is an example of what not to do. You'll see that I put it on backwards. You see the little twisty lock? The part that you turn to lock the door would be facing the hallway. So this is what not to do. And I was wondering like why it was so difficult to get this screw in. It was because I had it on backwards. And again, just a little tip. If you don't put it on the right way, the knob will be resistant. So you'll know right away. I had never done this before. So it took a while for my brain to register that I was putting it on the wrong way. And I was a little tired from being busy in the earlier portion of my day. But yeah, it'll give you some resistance, and also the knob won't turn. If you are successful in getting the knob on, it won't even turn, and you'll know right away that it's on backwards.
You know that you're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go.
And as you can see here, the door won't even close. So this is an example of what not to do. Again, the way to do it is the very first door that I did in the beginning of the video.
Never had the forbidden fruit. Never drank from the fountain of youth. Ooh, what a day, what a life. Ooh, what a day, what a life. Never care what the wise men say.
And for whatever reason, this door was giving me trouble. I had everything on correctly, but for some reason, it just wasn't fitting the way the previous doorknob was on there. The previous doorknob came off super easy, no problems, but putting this one back on for some reason was a bear. All the measurements for doorknobs, like your standard round ones, are universal. So it should have gone on and fit exactly, but for some reason, it was just like a hair off. You know, it just could have been in manufacturing or something like that, where it's like a hair of a centimeter later off. But I finally got it on. I took the doorknob off, I think once or twice, and just kind of switched things around a bit and made some adjustments. But I did finally get the doorknob on. So again, if you're having a little bit of a trouble, if the doorknob is giving you a little bit of an issue, just take everything off. Don't bend anything, don't twist anything. Just kind of shake it, like literally just shake it a little bit. Breathe, put everything back on, and it should go on just fine. So here's the final look. I think they look so much better. If you guys are gonna take this on as a DIY, trust me, it's only gonna take you 5 to 10 minutes to do a doorknob. It took me probably 1 hour to do all 6 doors, which wasn't bad at all. And again, it was just trial and error for me. I really wasn't watching any video or anything like that. But again, go to the top of this video for a step-by-step guide on how to do it. Here's a look of those old ugly doorknobs that were previously on there. I wiped down the doors, again, switched out the knobs, and I think they look so much better, a lot more stylish than what we had before. So again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and all that good stuff. I love you guys dearly and appreciate you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Happy 2021.